Welcome back. Statesman John Cornyn is attempting to replicate the pragmatic bipartisan compromise he helped craft last year on school safety. But the challenges of porous border security and illegal immigration have been festering unaddressed for a very long time. Rudy, what do you make of Cornyn's effort, and is there any appetite for it with either caucus?
Greg, I fear the next few years, especially in the Senate, is going to play out like a Greek tragedy. That's why my word is Odysseus. Senator Cornyn is like that epic warrior of literature who struggled to get home after that battle in Troy, but now the battle is inside the Beltway and everyone is dug in deep with their own political party agenda. Now, when you have the president's spokesperson claiming no one is walking across the border, remember that? Gosh, the vice president, who's the designated border czar, offering no real options, hard right Republicans wanting to deport every dreamer kid. Well, the status quo seems to win out, right? Maybe it's going to take a ramp up of border busing programs in more cities, 2 more cities to get national conversations going, and maybe some more crossings out of Canada, which that's happening, right? That's happening right now. We're starting to see an uptick on that to get some type of comprehensive reform plan in place. But gosh, it's almost like battling a cyclops, right?
Stephen, Americans have been bombarded with images from the border of folks literally just walking into their country. Beyond Texas, do you sense any urgent national demand for action?
I don't think nationally we have to remember we're in Texas, which is a border state. Of course, we're seeing it more than some others. Now, it is a national conversation. It's a national security issue. I said compromise because I think there could be some type of compromise. But as Rudy mentioned, this is a Congress that's now divided. The House is in Republican control, even though it's slim, and the Senate remains in Democrat control. But I think, and this just may be being optimistic, that this is one issue that there could be compromise, but I don't know if that compromise will be such a landmark decision that will actually make a real change on the border.
Okay, guys, on the debt ceiling, Cornyn calls President Biden's spending unsustainable and irresponsible. Rudy, how will this game of chicken play out?
I fear it's going to end up with us chickens who are trying to cross the road getting run over or fried. We're going to get more from the Democrats, their dog whistle blowing of they're coming for your Social Security, like the cry from the right. They're coming for your guns. And in the end, what I think we're going to see is a funding plan that's going to get passed and a debt level going up, growing without any real reductions. Greg?
All right, Stephen, if there is any consensus to be found in Congress these days, it seems to be focused on the dual threat of China and Putin. What do you make of Cornyn's warning that we are not sufficiently strapped up as a nation for a major conflict?
Right, and then you also heard, and you called him a statesman, you also heard he talked about the big goal is to not get to a war. I think that is something where we will have bipartisanship of Democrats and Republicans recognizing, especially with the whole balloon fiasco with China, recognizing that even though we rely on China for some things, China is not our friend from a political standpoint, and of course not Russia with the U.S. aiding Ukraine. And so I think if anything that will happen in the next 2 years, I think there will be some bipartisanship on making sure that the line is definitively drawn in the sand as it pertains to China and Russia.
Okay, Rudy, you talk to a lot of regular folks. Is the potential threat posed by China, and Putin for that matter, even on the radar for most Texans?
My mama noticed it. I think that the balloon did catch a lot of attention for the average person. We all saw it. It wasn't a theatrical threat from anyone. We saw it. But the next crisis is going to be a new windstorm. A price hike is going to come. And that eventually is going to cause the next distraction. So I don't think that this balloon crisis is going to float over into the next election cycle.
Quickly, guys, do you think Cornyn is not going to run for another term? Stephen?
I think he won't.
Rudy?
I think that this is it. I think that he wants to go out on top, get a win, and then come home.
All right, let's leave it there. To see this interview and others, go to our Fox Station's YouTube pages.
And continue the conversation with us on social media.
Next week on Texas The Issue Is, we tackle the debate over school choice. We'll have that next week. Be sure to let us know what you think the issue is.